I do believe we are live. Still quite loud. Let me see if I can do something about that volume. It's at least loud to me. I don't know about you guys, but compared to my voice, it seems to be alright. Hopefully. There we go. And, how's it going? It's me, Jonzy. I'm sure you guys, if you had seen me last week, saw me playing Doki Doki Literature Club all the way through until I got to a rather abrupt and unpleasant ending. Little off kilter. Things got a little bit out of hand. And it appears the game is glitched out a little bit. Now I restarted. I did a new game, and when I did so, the best friend girl, Sayori, was a glitch. Her name was always glitched out, and then suddenly it sort of did a quick reboot and restarted the story without her existing at all. So let's see how that's gonna play out. I'm gonna actually, since I did just start, I'm gonna shout it out in our Discord. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Let's see. I feel like I'm missing something here. Let's take a look-see. That'll probably be good. Alright, well, I guess I'll go ahead and get started. Should I load the game? I think I saved. No, that was... Yes, I saved from when I was last left off. I had actually started a bit in and already got to the point in which I was picking out my club. It appears the class president has approached me. What did you come here for, anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Howdy, Heartless. What's up? Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. Oh no. You seem to like Monica and her valuable assets. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. Literature Club. I had a little bit of a little bit of fuzz. Everything's fine. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? You didn't see... I mean, yeah, I guess you're right. It must have been in my imagination, obviously. Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. That's some judgment right there. I'm feeling a lot of judgment coming from that general region. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. Okay, good. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Jonzy. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? But, oh god, you did literally just tune in. I'm not prepared for bananas, and I work tomorrow, so I don't think it's a good idea. Sorry. But, maybe next time. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but... In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? It's fine, I thought you were saying I had missed bananas. No, I did not do a banana shot. I'm completely bananaless at the moment. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Ah, awesome! You're really sweet, Jonzy, you know that? Yes, I know that. I'm fully aware of how awesome and sweet and totes adorbs I am. It's nothing, really. Shall we go, then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. That is true. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit being generally used for third-year classes and activity. I'm pretty great. You don't have to say it. I know I'm great, but you can say it. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. Okay. That's neat. Guest? Seriously? Oh, wait, right. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Jonzy. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not yet. Natsuki, the girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual, and this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Jonzy in a classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica! Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was gonna, well, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Jonzy? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. Again? You keep a whole tea set in this classroom. What's wrong with that voice? That is clearly the correct voice for Natsuki. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know? I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Jonzy, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Porn tentacle hentai. That's not a genre of reading usually. That's more of a, like, art form. Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Hey, Manish Plays, what's up? I'm glad to see you. I started a little later than last week, so I wasn't sure if you would show up for the second half. Hey, Davey, it's you too. What is up? Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. This is Doki Doki Literature Club, and I do hope you have heard something about it. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give that back! Fine, fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think it's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. I think your reaction to that voice is all the reason I need to continue to use that voice, Heartless. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we all will share them with each other. There was some words there. That way, everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Jonzy? Hold on. There's still one problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. I'm used to that look. But... I'm sorry, I thought... The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Jonzy. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4, and I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the Literature Club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Jonzy? Yeah, it could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you just left after all this, I would be super pissed. Jonzy, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. That's true. That is 100% true. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Jonzy, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star, Monika, with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. That's normal. That's like every day. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. So let's see. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? And there's a no option. Like you're like, hey, we got this extra content. Do you want it? I can't see any reason why I would say no. Okay. Sure. Things I like about Papa. I like when Papa comes home early. I like when Papa cooks me dinner. I like when Papa gives me allowance. I like when Papa spends time with me. I like when Papa asks me about my friends. I like when Papa asks me about anything. I like when Papa gives me lunch money. I like when Papa comes home before sundown. I like when Papa cooks. I like when Papa gives me privacy. I like when Papa doesn't tell me how to dress. I like when Papa doesn't comment on my friends. I like when Papa doesn't comment on my hobbies. I like when Papa comes home without waking me up. I like when Papa keeps food in the house. I like when Papa uses his inside voice. I like when Papa leaves my stuff alone. I like when Papa accidentally drops coins in the couch. I like when Papa is too tired to notice me. I like when Papa is too tired for anything. I like when Papa is too tired for anything. Ooh, there's a lot of implications going on here. Does this turn into a Nikaparo with bobs? I mean, there's clearly bobs on several of the ladies here, but it's like everything I've read about this suggests that there are horror elements to it. Clearly, I have not seen any of these other than an unfortunate, terrible ending that I received last playthrough. And then for some reason, things have been glitching out. It's just completely unrelated. So I've got these two girls. Who shall I woo? I'm not like 100% successful at picking the right words, but I get the basic idea. She likes big words, usually sad words. She likes simple words, usually happy words. So I got a few of you in chat. If anybody has any opinions, preferences, that's Yuri or Natsuki. Natsuki being the pink-haired girl, Yuri being the long purple-haired girl. I'll give it a few seconds to see if anybody wants to voice a preference. Dooba-dooba-doo. Doop, 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 booba-doo-doop, doop, booba-doo-doop, doop. What about Monica? Well, she doesn't seem to be on the list. Like, last time she wasn't on the list either. There was a third girl last playthrough, but she doesn't seem to be there anymore, probably because she doesn't exist anymore. I had a little smuts on my screen. Unless you know something I don't know. No preferences? I don't know nothing. That's like philosophically we all know nothing. But let's say I'm gonna go with let's go with Natsuki. I feel like we're starting to woo her during last playthrough, and I didn't get very far, but I assume I'm going to be able to get further this time. Maybe. Pink hair? Yes, that's Natsuki. So, she likes happy, simple words. Pleasure sounds a little too complex for her, so flower? Yeah. Giggle? Yeah. Candy? Yeah. Nibble? Yeah. Laugh. Shiny. Skirt. Warm. Nightgown is her. I remember that being her because I've picked it several times thinking it was going to be her, but it was not. Sweet. Kawaii. Fun. Boop. Joy. Fluffy. Smile. Precious. Hope. Ball sacks. What? What do you mean? Hope is a really simple, happy word. Why would you take that word, Yuri? That's not your ballpark. All right, fine. Rainbow. Yeah. Bouncy. There we go. 19 out of 20. I was almost perfect. Sad. Well, hi again, Jonzy. glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for you, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Whoop. This game is getting a little futzy. Thanks for keeping your promise, Jonzy. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Ooh. Yeah, it's getting a little dooky. I'm like, somebody scratched the record, it looks like. Ah, come on, like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Oh, Natsuki certainly has a big mouth for someone who keeps manga collection in the club room. Except she's in front of the words, I can't see what she's saying. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Jonzy. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club, so even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read, and we could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you, I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Whew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. I feel like the scenery kind of shifted a bit there when she walked away, but that's alright. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Ugh. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her, in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Fucking Monica! Okay, something's going on here. That's not normal. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books in boxes across the shelf. That was I was not anticipating it just going straight into foul language, but okay. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes? Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know, anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of them shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. That was, I memed a bit there. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? Sounds tasty. It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible.
If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door.
She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging or anything. I didn't even say anything.
It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Jonzy. Consider this a lesson, so don't judge a book.
Okay, alrighty, well.
In fact,
Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box.
I'm gonna show you exactly why.
She shoves the books right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire, striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe.
Don't just stand there.
Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. Well, oh, I don't want to auto that. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the window sills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat.
Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that.
Why is that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this.
Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it.
Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am.
Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning?
Huh? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then?
Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention?
I am, but nothing's really happening yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these, since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Change of angle here. Are you sure this isn't boring for you?
It's not.
Even though you're just watching me read?
Well, I'm fine with that.
If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't?
That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know.
What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends?
Could you not rub it in? Jeez.
Sorry.
Huh. Like I could ever get my friends to read this.
Hey, that's the thing I used for my Facebook post picture thing.
They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up with them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes you want to punch them in the face.
I know those kind of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you.
Huh? Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Wait, which part? The part where I'm a loser, or... Okay.
I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room.
My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this. Wow! Well, I was thinking that perhaps it's plausible that there was some family issues last playthrough. I guess that kind of helps me clarify that there's some family issue. A little bit, just a smidge.
At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica's kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I?
Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it.
Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems.
Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right?
So?
Geez.
That's enough. You gonna keep reading or what?
Yeah. I flipped the page. Doom-a-doom-a-doom. Reading. Dot. Reading. Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. It looks like she started to fall asleep. Dang. Hey, Natsuki.
Yeah?
Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey! Oh, what the hell? Alrighty. That's a little weird. That's not normal. Okay. Let's, moving on. Oh, jeez. Natsuki, are you okay?
No, nothing?
You got nothing? Here. Monica reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper.
I told you not to give her...
She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth. Don't worry, Jonzy. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share poems now? Well, that's pretty neat. So, I have my poem that is specifically intended to impress Natsuki. However, I also have Monica and Yuri here, who I should show my poem. I was told last time, I believe, to share it with the person it's not intended for first. I'm not really certain if that persists through the second playthrough or what. So, unless anybody else has any preferences, that's what I'm going to do. I'll show it to Yuri and Monica and then Natsuki last. Doop-a-doop. And nobody? Anybody? Bueller? We'll do it. Yuri. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not... It's just I need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading this through the... No, after reading through it. So it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, really. I didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Well, little Mike, I might want you afterwards. We'll see how it goes. I don't want to ruin any of my, playthrough being blind by watching another playthrough. But thanks for joining us. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a bit biased, though. Biased? How so? Oop, I seem to have clicked the menu. I should try to keep my mouse up a little bit. Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing, it must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. So, I remember last time we read this poem, she talked about it being a metaphor for stuff and stuff. I don't remember what it was for, though. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Jonzy. Really? Must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. You just said I spent a lot of time looking at it. I don't... Whatever. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Okay, so that was Yuri, Monika, Natsuki. Yeah, Monika first. Hi, Jonzy. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, I want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Jonzy. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monika my poem. I like it, Jonzy. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often. But sometimes she just loses all of her strength and shuts down, like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because of her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. Shit, alright, that's not good. But hey, some guys are into petite girls too, you know? Sorry, just trying to look at the bright side. Wow. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Dang, Monika. That was kind of savage. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'm impressed. Hole in the wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. That's, some intense writing there. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of people have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Still weird. Alright, so Natsuki, you're the only one left.
Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all,
Natsuki rereads my poem.
Never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion.
Then what's the point of sharing this in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said.
Well, I wouldn't be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem, make me go, ha! Well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy.
So, in other words, you're saying you liked it. Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat.
You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important.
I am self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right?
Ooh. Fine, I guess. Only 'cause Monica will make me if I don't.
Alright, it's the same one from first playthrough. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it. We still got thumbs. I'm saying, Natsuki, don't forget about the thumbs. We can do a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yeah, exactly.
Hint, stay away from Yuri. Okay, I appreciate that, and that I was planning on going for trying to woo her, I guess, so I will focus on Natsuki.
I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into that than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Whew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Harsh. Even if they're just being... Okay, we're having a little musical awkwardness, but okay. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. It's the literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monika is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up.
Look at the posters. There's posters? I guess there are posters back there. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really don't come out all nice that way.
Well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monika liked it, and Jonzy did too. So, based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all...
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Jonzy liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh, no, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Jonzy appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Huh. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Jonzy started showing up.
Dang. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little...
This doesn't involve you.
Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki.
Me? Look who's talking, you want to be edgy, bitch.
Wow. Alright. Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend.
See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know?
If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. It's getting intense here. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by distressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try.
Whoa, be careful there. You might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you?
Wow! Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? Whoa! What the fuck is wrong with your head?
Yeah, go on. Let Jonzy hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this.
Wow. World of Warcraft. Whoa. Suddenly, Yuri turns towards me as if she just noticed I was standing here. Jonzy, she's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it. What am I supposed to do? You guys, come on. Oh dang! What the? Oh, I can't read all that. Okay. I'm not even sure what I'm choosing at this point. Who do I side with? Maybe. Let's go with Natsuki. Was that the wrong answer? I don't understand. It buzzed. That's not a good thing. Natsuki? Okay, everything got closer. Neato. I in for a penny, in for a pound. Natsuki. 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 What could go wrong, he said. Natsuki. Alright, so this is going well. Natsuki? How about this? I'm going to try something different. Natsuki? No, that's not it. How about if I tried Natsuki? Oh, okay. That's not Natsuki. How's it going, Monica? Oh, okay. She's interjecting, as the club president is supposed to do in this sort of situation to prevent arguments of this nature. Okay, thanks for the help, Monica. It's getting a little rough here. Hey, Jonzy, why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little bit more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Why is it that whenever you offer to spend time with me, it sounds like a terrible idea? Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She ain't happy. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth on her desk with her palms on her forehead. She's having an episode here. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Jonzy, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It sounds kind of like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Jonzy. It would be just embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing you trouble, but I really... Ooh, Doki Doki. I feel as though I missed something here. Like, the rest of the day? Alright, that's cool. So we were going to continue wooing Natsuki, right? I think that was the plan. Yeah. Sure. Bunny. Party. Blanket. Laugh. Boop. Rose. Ball sacks. Yuri, why do you like roses? Roses have thorns, I guess, and they're red and poetic and bullshit. I guess that's fine. Whatever, I'll give it to you. Ribbon?
There we go. Lollipop. Hair? Sure. All right. Clumsy sounds. Yeah, there we go. Papa? Yeah. Warm? Smile. Sparkle. Rainbow. Lucky. Heart. Sugar? Giggle? Joy. Oh, all right. That was Sayori. That was the bow was definitely Sayori. So that's definitely a thing. Okay. All right. Let's resituate ourselves. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. That's not usual. Welcome back, Jonzy. You got a little. You're a little. You got. All right. Hi, Yuri. Some of Yuri. You did say it has horror elements. That's true. That is a true statement. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression. I don't think it's Yuri's expression, based on the fact that I got nothing out of expressions. There's no expression going on at this moment. But the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. There we go. All right. Welcome back, the rest of Yuri. Yuri glances over his shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at the desk. And surprisingly, Monika isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday. I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. Knives, cuts, stabs, death. That's... From the sounds of conversation previously had, that sounds about right. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. Because I have no opinion on you whatsoever. I had already decided that there's no way you can be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Jonzy, don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around and... sorry, what am I saying right now? I just...
Hey, have you guys seen Monika?
No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was.
Man. Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either?
Yuri's clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't.
Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why you look at me like that?
Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said. And I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So...
Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Jeez. Okay, whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you?
But...
I'll accept your apologize anyways, if it helps you feel better about it.
So she doesn't even seem to remember. Alright, that's fair.
Besides, it's kind of nice to hear, since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. Heh
No, not at all. I don't hate you.
ha ha ha. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either.
Natsuki turns to me. Oh boy.
You're still on trial, though.
Hey! Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah. Well, Natsuki was.
I was not.
Ha ha ha. Fudging Monica. Hey, whatever you're into, whoever you want to fudge is your own dang business.
What took you so long anyway?
Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. Why does it feel like the music changed?
That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least.
I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still, that must require a lot of dedication. So I'm still impressed. Ah, well thanks, Yuri.
You should play something for us sometime.
That's... Monica looks at me. Well, I'm working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yuri is not Yuri, she is somebody else. Dang. I don't know what that means, but... try to ease up on spoilers, please. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Jonzy. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck? Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I choose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki's already run off into the closet. Jonzy, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. I suppose so. I don't think I could say no to you after you gave me that book to me. Well, I guess I need to make sure Natsuki isn't waiting for me. After we finished reading yesterday, she's fine. She's reading over there, see?
Don't think about her so much. She's used to being ignored.
Wow! Come on, we're going over there. Excuse me? What's the story about anyway? Alright, I thought I was supposed to hang out with Natsuki since that was the thing I focused my poem on, but alright. Fair enough. Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison, and the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Ooh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Jonzy? No, it's not that. I mean, I could definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive out on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. So how was the first messed up event for you? I find it the most impactful thing in my gaming experience. It was pretty impactful. It came out of, well, not entirely left field. Her, like, she kind of led up to it, and I was a little bit concerned for the last day, and then my concerns were validated. So yeah, it was intense. It's just that this kind of story, it's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, and I appreciate your wording so as not to spoil anything. I assume Russian friend. I'm not going to be able to read that, unfortunately, but welcome to the stream. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Then suddenly, I'm rambling again, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then, but I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writings fill my thoughts, my whole body gets I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact. Well, maybe this will make more sense. Yuri's book is her life story. That's definitely a thing, I suppose. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Ooh, okay. Howdy. That's sure. I guess I'm glad you're happy and glitchy. I mean, you don't have to, but what are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. I get that a lot. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just breathing in the feeling of your oh my. Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. Looking at your book. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page for me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange, like a dance of fingers. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. That's what you were talking about? Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet, so I don't know why that came into my head. Ha ha ha. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little, My breathing? Yuri puts her hand on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. Good choice. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Jonzy, did something happen just now? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything? Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing really. Whoa, listen, what are you implying, lady? I am a gentleman. Okay, maybe a little bit of ogling, but that's just, your accusations are not warranted. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. You just don't... Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. Stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Well, that was intriguing. Alright, so the poem is for Natsuki. So I guess I should start with Monica. I would start with Yuri, but she seems to have gone AWOL on a mission from Gad or something. Let's go for it. Hi again, Jonzy. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad, I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. I want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright. Great job, Jonzy. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That is life goals right there. That is me. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Sorry, what? I thought I could have sworn that I had made this more inclined towards Natsuki, writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. I'm so confused. Everything has gone horribly awry. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing though, but sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must really be starved for social interactions. Don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier. I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly, the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Save me. The colors, they won't. Bright, beautiful colors. This is the same one from last playthrough, but it's missing some things, it looks like. Flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating, waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Yeah, it's the exact same poem, just missing letters for some reason. Delete her. Alright, well, there's that. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Again, with the fourth wall, just slap. Down fourth wall. Alright. No, save everyone? Well, we've already lost one. Unfortunately, Toto. We're trying, but honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing, and basically just doing whatever, because this is my first playthrough. So, I mean, if you've got any sort of hintly suggestions, I won't be against it. We're pretty far into it, though. I don't know if I can... Oh, dang. Delete her. That sounds pretty intense. Just like a person with a name, delete her. That's... Ooh. You never know when who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Alright. Anything? Okay. That's my advice for today. Go and save. Save right there. Oh, those were the old save slots that I... Okay, well, that's the thing. Alone time of Yuri's means... Yep, that's... Alright. Well, Mike, I feel like that's true, probably, based on the arguments they've had. But... Ooh, lolly. That's rough. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I don't know... Okay, so I've already shown it to Monica. The poem was written intended for Natsuki. However, Monica said that Yuri would like it. I'm really confused about that one. So maybe something's gone all futsy and now I have a poem that's intended for Yuri? Not sure. You guys have any preference? Suggestions, ad hominem attacks towards any of the characters, just let me know. I will pick one. I'll give you guys like 30 seconds because that's about the delay I've got for that. I'll give you guys a little chance and I'm gonna keep talking and Yuri, you know, it's weird because you seem to be really interested in Yuri. Another person here was really interested in Natsuki. You haven't completed the game already. Technically, I completed the other playthrough. Plus, your shoes stink. Clean them out. Dang. Okay, you got a point there. I'll give you that. Ooh, your shoes are scarier than anyone else. Woo. Well, it's that time. Catch you later. Aw, Davey. I guess nobody's got a preference here, so I'm going to go ahead and just show it to Natsuki.
Well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. And then again, if this one was as good as your last one, I would be completely pissed.
Well, I guess I wanted to try something a little different this time. Oh, it's too late. The moment has passed. Your toes. We've already made the decision. You were too slow. You were too busy focusing on my shoes. I was waiting on a decision, and it happened far too late from you. Sad. Well, I guess I wanted to try something a little different this time.
Fair enough. You're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. I mean, everyone in the club writes real different from each other. Maybe you'll find a little influence from all of us. For instance, I noticed that you were spending some time with Yuri today. Not that I care who you spend your time with. After all, I was taught never to expect anything from nobody. So it's not like I was waiting for you or anything. Still, you should at least look over my poem. You'll probably be able to learn something from it.
I question whether or not, is there, like, perhaps this is one of them, like, do I need a decoder ring? Natsuki looks like a Pokemon. I'm gonna throw my balls at it. Wait, that, let me rephrase that. I'm gonna full heal it? I don't know. No, this, I don't, it's probably just telling me to drink my Ovaltine. I got nothing. This is some, oh, Jonzy. Why didn't you come read with me today? I was waiting for you. I was waiting for a long time. It was the only thing I had to look forward to today. Why did you ruin it? Do you like Yuri more? I think you're better off not associating with her. Are you listening to me? Yuri is a sick freak. That should be obvious by now. So I just play with my... just play with me instead. Okay. Okay, you don't hate me, Jonzy, do you? Do you hate me? Do you want me to go home crying? The club is the only place I feel safe. Don't ruin that for me. Don't ruin it. Please. Just stop talking with Yuri. Play with me instead. It's all I have. Play with me. Play with me. Yeah, alright, Smiley. It's getting a little weird. All for Natsuki, but Yuri's backstory and stuff is interesting. It's in base 64 people have translated. Oh, neat. I actually kind of want to find that. I'll have to check that out later. Ooh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, well, there's that. Hey. And that was K. Let's go ahead and show my poem to Yuri now. That's, we're gonna have to, that's, whew, pardon. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri smiles and takes a deep breath. I like just holding it. Okay. I mean, the poem turned out good. It's, well, there's some things that you could work on, but that doesn't really matter. It feels like anything written by you is a treasure. That came out a little awkward. Let's move on. Here's the poem I wrote. You don't have to like it or anything. Ooh, it's a bit of a thesis here going on, but alright. Wheel. A rotating wheel, turning an axle, grinding, bolt, head, linear gearbox, falling sky. 7 holy stakes, a docked ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, a torn harness, parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cog wheels, existence of God, swimming within open waters, in all directions, drowning. A prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time-devouring snakes with human eyes. Kinky. A thread connecting all living human eyes, a kaleidoscope of holy stakes, exponential gearbox, a sky of exploding stars, a god disproving the existence of God, a wheel rotating in 6 dimensions, 40 gears and a ticking clock. A clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet. A clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time. A bolt head of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world. A kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks. A time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions. Breathing gearbox, breathing bolt head, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayers, breathing sky, breathing wheel. There's a lot of breathing going on. That's, cool. It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. My pen? Excuse me? That is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and... I mean, as long as you didn't, like, smell it or anything, that weird. I just really like the way that it writes. I was really worried that you were going to say I really like the way that it smells. Right there, that was going to be the weird part. So I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? That's cool with me. You can keep the poem, though. Thanks. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Of course I would like to read this special poem. I feel like it's going to be Monica N because they're all deaths and N, so... I mean, yeah, most likely. I don't know what that means, but yeah, most likely. Can you hear me? I guess I can. That's neat. Okay. Giggle, giggle. Alright. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone comes sit at the front of the room... Oh, good. Glad to see you're okay, Natsuki. It's about the festival. Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we could put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Jonzy joined and we've started with some club activities. But this isn't the time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members. And the festival is our only real chance to find more, you know?
What's so great about getting new members anyways? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage.
Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. The Literature Club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Jonzy?
Come on. You can't take advantage of Jonzy to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica, do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Jonzy joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at my home. And Jonzy isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. Dang. Natsuki harsh.
Monica is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Jonzy want to get more members too. Right?
I know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent.
If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue this situation... No. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club, it's nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way I did? But that doesn't mean that we're against getting new members or anything. Jonzy, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. Monica sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake?
Now you've done it, Natsuki. What, me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest?
It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that.
You don't understand it all. I just want a place that feels like nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me.
Ah, poster. I see. That's what you were talking about. Yep, that's
And now Monica wants to take it away from me. She's not taking anything away. No, Jonzy. It's not the same. Won't be the same with the direction he wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice.
Natsuki starts packing up her things.
I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now.
Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Lil Mike, I feel like you're trying to spoil things, and it's not really great. Can you dial it back just a tad? You're harshing the buzz. Who cares about that obnoxious brat? Alrighty, well, there's that. I mean, like, how nice and quiet the club is right now, and I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that.
Somebody would cry if she killed herself.
Well, okay. You got a little something there. That's not good. I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Jonzy? What do you want to get out of this club? Yuri repeats the same question as Monica. I decided to give an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along, and for the club to provide something that you can't anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the literature club a special place. I see. Really, I agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. You got a little drip. You got a little drip. You should definitely get that checked out. That is not okay. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you would like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright, well maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey Yuri. Eh? I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president. And also a wonderful friend. Monica. I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay? Me too. Yeah. Let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, Jonzy? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with Jonzy before we leave. Just see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me as president. Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay. I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Monica waves as Yuri exits the classroom. Whew. Things have been a little bit hectic lately, haven't they? Jonzy, I just wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I would really hate to see you unhappy. I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that as president. And I really do care about you, you know? Well, it's getting a little fuzzy. I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time with how mean Natsuki is and everything, and Yuri being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you could understand. So that's why... Wait, not yet. No. Goodbye. Okay. So I tried my last day to make a poem for Natsuki, and it did not work. Not really sure why, because it was like dripping with some Natsuki-ness all over the place, and then ended up being a Yuri poem. Today, should I continue to try for another Natsuki poem, or shall I try for something else? Any preferences, any suggestions, any requests? I will give it my best lackadaisical attempt. I'll give you guys about 30 seconds. Starting now. Yeah, so I'm not seeing anybody with a particular preference. Said a no. Okay. Well, all right. Then, if you guys don't have a preference, I'll try for another Natsuki poem. Yuri DeMonica, welcome to the stream. So she's really easy to figure out for the most part. Sweet, fluffy, heartbeat tempting, but kitty definitely. Was that there was something in the bottom corner I probably just missed. Cheer? You'll do an event with Yuri either way. Really? That's no bueno. Is there something I should do instead? I don't know. Okay, skirt. In my hand is a pen that will write a poem of me and you. Kinky. Sticky. Peace. Lollipop. Ooh, lollipop. Color. Awesome. Jumpy. Kawaii. Alright, let's see. Dance. Papa. Definitely Papa. Ocean. Fireworks are pretty cool. Bouncy. Heart. Feather. Climax. Rainbow. Bunny. Oh, what was that? I saw you. Somebody's hiding down there and hopping up and down. Oh, I got dared to change to a DDLC prof. I'm still Toto. Well, how's it going, Toto? Welcome back. Candy. Puppy. Poof. Okay. Oh, she looked real sad there. Hi, Jonzy. I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today.
Monica, I told you not to. Is she really late again?
Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuki.
Excuse me?
Must you always interrupt my conversations with your incessant yelling?
What are you talking about? You say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's got into you lately? Look, I did something thinking about yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something. But I know this is something we're doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt as long as they're cool. And I guess another girl will be nice this time. So...
Natsuki,
Nobody cares.
why don't you go look for some coins under the vending machine or something?
Damn. Damn. Damn.
Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and still trying to make time for piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival, too. The ink flows into a dark puddle. Yeah, that's fair. Anyway, Jonzy, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we already have plans for today. Is that so, Yuri? That's correct. Jonzy's already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Aren't you glad I've already gotten him into literature, Monica? I suppose. I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want. Yes. Thank you for understanding, Monica. Wow. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thank you very much. There's one thing that can make my reading time here any better. It's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Ah, did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for your misunderstanding. Little Mike, you gotta ease up. We don't want to be spoiling things. Whatever it is, do not spoil. This is gonna be final warning, my friend. You said it wouldn't take long. Something holding her up? I'm bored, just waiting here, so I decided to go look for it. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. Right? Some breathing. That's a good sign. I'm gonna be walking in on something. Alright, that's something. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. Sounds like breathing. Thanks for that. Sharp inhale like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Okay, well, yep, alright, well, that's a little bit of rewind happened there. I kind of saw that coming a little bit, but they didn't pull that punch. They definitely showed her in full, crawling in my skin mode there. Thanks for waiting patiently. Jonzy, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything's fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others, even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try and express myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do, when it's you who's around anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Jonzy. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pouring a cup of tea for each of us. Jonzy, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because of my boobs. Sorry, what? Your posture, right? Good save there. That's a good save. Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes, I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our side, as if in sync we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri, excuse me. I'm having a... Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Oh my. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Howdy, Davy. What is up? Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Well, there you go. That is, noble goals, but goals I will definitely fail at. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression. I can only presume the world around her has faded away. How many endings there are? That's sure, actually. That's kind of neat to know. It won't change whether or not I get a certain ending or anything, and it won't give away the fact that I'm getting an ending. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. That's not a lot of willpower, I'm going to tell you right now. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Man of many talents. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? 8 endings. That's actually a bigger variety than I really expected, honestly, since there's only 3 girls. I guess I've got a lot of options for ways to go about it. 4 girls. Technically. Not anymore. Anyways, well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Oh, dang. Like, some sort of... Oh, no, that's like dust in the air. I was like, starlit background thing going on here. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. We'll see. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Harder time. Harder time. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this situation was completely natural. That means I can't stop here. Oh, yeah. That's like where this is going. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Alright, just like that. Yuri closes her lips over it. Because of mods, it's 8. Oh, there's mods. I guess that counts. But it's something I would have to look into. But for now, it's two endings for the game as it's installed. Okay. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Jonzy? Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't... Jonzy. Oh, dang. It's getting intense. Heated. Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. Okay. Alright. My teacup gets knocked over. It's about to get, messy. Jonzy. Ooh, my heart. It got dark all of a sudden. My heart won't stop pounding, Jonzy. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Jonzy? Oh, because she pulled me into the closet. Well, this is gonna... Oh, it's gonna get good. Oh. Why is this happening to me? That's a little bit more sound than I was expecting from this scenario. I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. Ooh. 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 That's some looking. She's doing some looking. You like what you see? You're seeing a whole lot with them big eyes. I need you to give me a little bit more space. A little bit more space. Ooh, yay! That's cool. Hey, how's it going? It's time to share poems. I'm okay with that. So, we have our choices. Natsuki, Yuri, and Monica. Who am I going to share with first? I do know that Yuri is probably the person who's supposed to get my poem. Let's start with Monica. She might give me some indication of what my poem actually is now because it was changed last time. Jonzy, I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you. Which shouldn't be a problem in itself, but when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school every day, like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just gets some kind of high from it. It might even be like a sexual thing. Alright, listen, you don't want to yuck her yum. Whatever she's into is her own business. We shouldn't really drag on her. Obviously, the cutting thing's probably not good. She should probably see a physician of the mental order to deal with ever latent issues. But the point is, you've been kind of enabling her. Excuse me? I've been trying to write poems for Natsuki. I am not to blame. Not saying it's your fault, though. Okay, thank you. But I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little bit more time with me. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in the head, and I know how to treat my club members. Alright, listen, lady. Quit trying to show me a dick. I am not interested in you. I'm trying to woo the short one. Anyway, I worked really, really hard on this poem, so I hope that it's effective. Here goes. Jeez, that really startled me. Well, I guess I kind of messed up at writing this poem. I was just trying to... Never mind. Let's just move on. Dang. You duked it. You duked it. Something you duked. Okay. So. didn't actually say, like I said, knives, cut, stabs, death. I get that, Mike. I get it. Knives, cut, stab, death. She's got her proclivities. We're not gonna judge her for it. Natsuki or Yuri. I should probably show it to Natsuki first. Unless somebody else has different selection. Don't know. You know what? I'll go with Natsuki. I'm doing it.
This one's alright.
Alright.
Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's anyway. Still can't really tell how much you actually care about writing, but either way, you're doing alright. Even though you're not really spending time with anyone but Yuri, I still think it's nice to have activities that we all participate in. So you better keep working hard. I mean, I know I'm not president or vice president or anything, but that doesn't mean you can let me down, okay? So at least read mine for now.
Yeah, I did in fact see the cuts on Yuri's wrist. That was actually earlier today in this little this scene where she went and got tea, water, and then I followed her out, and then it kind of rewound. But just to be clear,
this poem means a lot to me, so read it carefully, okay? I don't know how else to bring this up, but there's been something I've been worried about. Yuri's been acting kind of strange lately. You've only been here a few days, so you may not know what I mean, but she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive, things like that. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her. But if you try talking to her, she's just get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person that she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try to do something. Maybe you can convince her to talk to a therapist. Good idea. That's a good idea. I'm always wanted to try being a better friend with Yuri, and it really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm going to hate myself for later for admitting that. Right now, I don't care. I just feel so helpless. Excuse me. Oh. Ooh. Sorry, starting to die. All this talking with Natsuki's voice apparently is killing me. Slowly. Not ideal. Excuse me. Am I good? I'm gonna have to get some water, guys. Be right back. Okay. Well, anyways. Yeah. That was rough. I don't know what happened there. I went from my ability to speak going from 11 to 0 real fast. I know I'm going to hate myself later for admitting that, but right now I don't care. I just feel so helpless, so please see if you can do something to help. I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if I have to. Just please try to do something. As for Monica, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she just wants us to ignore it, so I'm mad at her right now, and that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend like I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading. Well, there's that. I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, Jonzy? If you would just spend more time with Monica, all these problems would go away.
Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monica from now on. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Okay. Well, that just went awry. Just Monica? Just Monica? Just Monica. Okay, that's definitely a thing. Well, who should I show my poem to next? Yuri! Here, have a poem. Finally. Yuri holds my poem to her face and takes a deep breath. I love it. I love everything about it. Jonzy, I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it? Please? Sure, I don't care. You're too nice to me, Jonzy. I've never met anyone as nice as you. I could die. Not really, but I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? It's not bad. Whoa, those eyes. Them eyes. It's not bad, right? Yuri holds my poem to her chest. I'm going to take this home with me and keep it in my room. Alright, whatevs. Hope that it makes you feel good when you think about me having it. I'll take good care of it. I'll even touch myself while reading it over and over. Alright, I'll give myself paper cuts so your skin oil enters my bloodstream. Okay. Okay. That's, you know what? Probably the second weirdest thing anyone ever has done on the list of everything that's ever been done ever. You can have my poem too. Besides, after you read it, I know you're really going to want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry, read it. Alrighty. You got a little schmutz on it. A little bit of stuff, and your writing's a little bit weird. A little bit weird. Okay, smidge weird. And the fact that the blood is just sitting in one spot is also somewhat weird. But okay. Did you notice poems don't even rhyme? That is listen, it's poetry. You don't have to always rhyme. That's not like a necessary thing. Okay. So this ain't words. This is just a little bit weird. Hi, Yuri. You're doing the thing where you're a little too close. Just a step back. Do you like it? I wrote it for you. In case you couldn't tell, the poem is about that. That. Okay. More importantly, I've endowed it with my sense. Cool. Thanks for that. I guess. See, aren't I the most thoughtful person in the club? Ooh, alright. I think I'm going to vomit. Okay. Is it weird that the weirdest bit of that poem for me is that the stains don't move when you scroll? That is pretty weird. Alright, so, yes, no. What are you asking me, game? What do you want from me? What is the question? You can't just give me a yes or no. What is the question? Okay, guys, I'm gonna ask you guys. What do you think? Yes or no? Does it matter? I don't even know. I'll give you guys a few seconds. We'll go with a 30, just like last time. And if you guys have a preference, please speak up. I'm confused. Alright. So, yes or no? What was there a question beforehand that I just didn't realize? She was just like, I'm gonna vomit. I'm gonna vomit. Yes, no. Well, no, don't vomit. That's terrible for you. It's gonna, like, damage your teeth, and you gotta, like, clean it up. It's definitely not a plus. Yes. Little Mike, a vote for yes. Seems like Yuri, DeMonica, you're a little bit further behind than everybody else. So, well, I don't. You know what? I guess we'll go with yes. A dream. Oh, it was asking me if I wanted to see the special poem, secret, whatever. Okay, well now I know. I was wondering, an abandoned warehouse at night. I was lost, looking for an exit, just wanted to go home. I came upon a huge empty room, its ceiling and walls beyond the deep blackness. My steps were quick in order to hurry to the other side, or to a wall, anything. Suddenly the ground was no longer beneath my feet. I stepped into a hole of indeterminate width. I fell for a good 5 seconds before crashing into warm water. Figuring out which way was up, I surfaced myself. The air was humid, and the sounds of my splashing reverberated endlessly. My vision was completely swallowed by the darkness. With one hand, I could feel the damp metal of the wall of the container. My lungs were already getting tired. Okay. That was something. Okay, everyone. It's time to figure out the festival preparations. Let's hurry and get this over with. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Look, can we just get this done? I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Natsuki, you can make cupcakes. I know you're at least good at that. Yuri, you can... Well, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want as long as you think it'll help. Monica, I'm not useless, you know? I know that. I already know what I like to do. We can't run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere for the occasion. Dang. So I'm going to make decorations and set up some nice mood lighting. Yuri's... Oh, it's a typeface, so it actually has some meaning. I have to look that up as well afterwards. There, see? That's a great idea. And that gives us all something to do. What about Jonzy? Jonzy's going to help me.
Wait, you? You have the easiest job, Monica.
Sorry, but that's just how it works.
Like hell it is. What are you trying to pull?
I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but my task is laborious enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands.
Mine too.
What? Your cupcakes? Please.
Like you would fucking know. All you care about is now is dragging Jonzy around with you and your stupid books. You and Monica.
Hey, I didn't even do anything.
Okay, then why not let Jonzy decide who to help instead of abusing your power?
I'm not abusing my power. Yes, you are, Monica. Just let Jonzy make the choice, okay? Okay, fine. Fine.
Jeez. Jonzy, I know how fed up you are with these two by now. We can just... Natsuki, shut your fucking mouth and let him decide for himself.
Dang! You shut your mouth. Jesus Christ. This is never going to end. Just make the choice, okay? Shoot. Scoot Pango. Alright, you guys. I'm going to have a choice now. Can I Oh my. Oh my. Alright, so... There's a bit of a drift. I think it's trying to lean me in a certain direction. I'm not sure what. Could be anything. Could be anyone it's trying to point me towards. Right. I really like Monica. I don't know, who do you like most? Well, I've been trying to actually hang out with Natsuki this entire time, so I feel like I should, just because otherwise it's like... Okay, let's... Come on. Stop. Okay. This is a challenge, I'll tell you. Oh, man, it moves fast, too. Alright. Hello. Them some eyes. Okay, so... Got a lot of choices here, guys. I could go with Monica. Or Monica. Looks like Monica... Honestly, I'm thinking Monica is a good choice, but I could also go with Monica. All right, guys, this is not good. Is there a scroll up, maybe? No, there's some eyeballs. Poke, poke. Poke, poke. Okay. I guess Monica. Yeah, you picked me! We can meet at your house this weekend. I promise it'll be fun. Is Sunday okay with you?
Are you fucking kidding me? This isn't fair at all.
It is fair, Natsuki. It's what he chose. No, you decided it for yourself. You're being a little unreasonable here. I'm being unreasonable. Monica, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are. Pulling Jonzy away from me every single time you're not included in something. Are you jealous? Crazy? Or maybe you just hate you. Spend a little time with him. Is that so much to ask? Yuri follows Monica and Natsuki to the door. Okay. Hey, Jonzy. Yuri's really something, isn't she? Monica giggles as Yuri pushes her out the door. I guess it's just you and me now, Yuri. Good times. You wanna read some books? Finally. Finally. This is really all I wanted. Hello, there's some seductive breathing going on in my ear. Real seductive, I'll tell you. Jonzy, there's no need to spend the weekend with Monica. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. The whole day with just the two of us. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Wow, there is really something wrong with me, isn't there? But you know what? I don't care anymore. I've never felt this good in my whole life. Just being with you is a far greater pleasure than anything I could imagine. I'm addicted to you. I mean, you're welcome, I guess? Feels like I'm going to die if I'm not breathing the same air as you. Doesn't it feel nice to have someone care about you so much? Sure. To have someone who wants to revolve their entire life around you? But if it feels so good, then why does it feel more and more like something horrible is going to happen? Maybe that's why I tried stopping myself at first. But the feeling is so strong now. I don't care anymore, Jonzy. I have to tell you. I'm madly in love with you. It feels like every inch of my body, every drop of blood in me is screaming your name. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Monica is listening. Please, Jonzy, just know how much I love you. Love you so much that I even touched myself with the pen I stole from... Well, there you go. That's... romantic. I get that. I just want to pull your skin open and crawl inside you. I am not a tauntaun? Was that what Luke did? But, yeah, so there's that. I want you all to myself, and I will be only yours. Doesn't that sound perfect? Tell me, Jonzy. Tell me you want to be my lover. Do you accept my confession? Oof. Listen, you're coming on a bit strong, lady. I don't want to, like, break your heart, but I can't be tied down by, you know, you, because I'm worried about being tied down in a room with you. That's like the nightmare I'm going to have for a long time. I'm gonna probably say no here, guys, unless there's another you guys have another preference here. If you want me to say alrighty then I'll say alrighty then, but leaning towards hard no. Hard pass. You got a lot going for you, lady. You're cute. You got boobs which are probably not stuffed. You probably will find somebody someday that is comfortable with your excessive twitchy eyes up close. It doesn't matter. Okay. Well, if it doesn't matter, then I'm just gonna go in there. Ha 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 ha. All right. Ooh. All right. All right. So there's that's several stabs. You think she's gonna be okay? Yeah. So we got a little bit of schmutz going on here. I hope the janitor comes in soon and doesn't question why I'm here, because I mean I didn't do this. This was like okay, let's just okay. All right. That's neat. Dooba dooba doo. Okay. I can't read none of this. I feel like all the squares mean that I'm missing like a text pack. Maybe I would be able to get some sort of words out of this, but I'm not. So okay. It's gonna go on for a little bit, isn't it? Like I feel like there was probably actually sentences in here, but I can't read them because it's all like not a text pack I have. Maybe. Okay. Doop. This is going. This is going. This is definitely going. This is some fantastic literature I got going on here. You know what? Maybe if I look at history. No, that's just history of people talking before that. All right. Okay, this goes on for a while. This goes on for a little while. Maybe I have to exit. The color change. That's a good sign, right? Okay. Yeah, that's a lot of words. Okay, so I'm not even sure I was supposed to, like, maybe I've just got to exit or something. I don't know. Here. Hit the skip button. Well, I did, so I'm doing that. Oh, okay. Stuff happened. All right, it's festival time. Well, you got any before me? I thought I was pretty. Oh, ooh. Natsuki runs away. I thought she didn't get a whole lot of chance to eat, so where'd you get all that puke from? That was awkward. Listen, wasn't me. That's all you need to know. Hope you did. You caught that before you ran away. I'm here. Jonzy, did something happen? Natsuki just ran past me. Oh. Oh. Well, that's a shame. Wait, were you here the entire weekend, Jonzy? Oh, geez. I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. I'm super sorry. It must have been pretty boring. I'll make it up to you, okay? Just give me a second. Right. Okay. That's cute. I see. Like a, what do you call it? I can't remember what the panels are called when you pop open to like type in command prompt. But she opened up a command prompt and has deleted Natsuki.chr and Yuri.chr. Neat. Okay. All right, there's that. I just want to have a cupcake real quick. Monica lifts the foil from not an existent character anymore tray and takes a cupcake. Seriously, these are the best. I really just had to have one since it's the last time I'll ever get the chance to. You know, before they stop existing and everything. But anyway, I really shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? This should only take a second. All right. Can you hear me? Is it working? Oh, hi there. Yay, there you are. All right, Monica. Hi again, Jonzy. Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course, we already know each other because we were in the same class last year, and, I guess we can just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? That you in the game, whatever you want to call him. I'm talking to you, Jonzy. Now that I think about it, I don't really know about anything about you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. I mean, a lot of people would assume I'm a boy. I'm a boy. Good guess. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. You do know I'm aware that this is all a game, right? Could it be possible that you didn't know that? That doesn't make much sense. I even told you right on the game's download page, didn't I? I don't know. I don't. I got this off Steam, and I don't think I read it. Man, if only you had paid a little more attention, this would have been a little bit less awkward, you know? Well, anyway, now that that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation about that whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kind of started to mess with her, and I guess it just drove her to kill herself. Oops. All right, Monica. Well done. That's not well done, actually. That's terrible. Why'd you do that? I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just try to make them as unlikable as possible. But for some reason, nothing worked. Dang. CHR means character, that makes sense. They're character files. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there, since I'm not very good at making changes to the game, but no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you, and amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. It just made her force you not to spend time with anyone else, and the whole time I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Jonzy? Are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? It's torture. Every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy, Jonzy. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand. Because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world. I mean, you deleted everyone else in this game. Knowing my friends don't even have free will. And worst of all, knowing that what's really out there in your world forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, Jonzy. But now you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful. That's true. That is true. You're all I need. I get that. I get that a lot. That's why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm, once again, uncomfortable with the thought of being captive to you. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. Why the world around me started to become more and more gray, more and more flat, even though the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, Jonzy. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you. I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so, but it must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game, because it's a dating sim, so felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things, but I realized that you have the same perspective as I do, that it's all just some game, and I knew you would get over it. It's still kind of messed up. I'm not sure if I'm 100% over it. It was pretty messed up. So, that being said, Jonzy, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. I get that. You are truly the light in my world. True. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Jonzy, will you go out with me? I'm feeling as though my choice in the matter is not a thing that you're giving me, and it would be appreciated if you gave me a choice. I'm feeling don't tell me what to do vibes right here, and I'm gonna click yes since there's only one option, obviously, but I don't want you to read too hard into it because I didn't have a choice. I'm so happy you read into it. I told you not to read into it. You really are my everything, Jonzy. The funny part is I meant that literally. There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, Jonzy. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called characters right in the game directory. Okay. Kind of freaked me out how easy it was. Well, you're playing on Steam, so it was actually a bit more difficult. To get to the game directory, I had to go into the game's properties and find the Browse Local Files button. Is this a tutorial? Imagine if you could delete your own existence with the click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? Listen, lady, you're a little bit your poems are nice, I'm sure. I wonder if that part of the game still works. I guess there's only one way to find out, right? Oh, hey, look, there's Monica. Oh, that's the white bow. You were the little fucker hopping up and down earlier in the... Okay. And my options for words are a little bit limited. Have you ever seen Buff Suki? It's hilarious. I have not, unfortunately, seen Buff Suki. So I'm going to go with Maika? Neka? Neka? Moika? Inia? Oi! Mick? Oik? Mon? Oni. There you go. That seems most appropriate. There's just Monica. All Monicas. The whole name. Uika. Enika. Me. Noe. Naka. Not in-game, just very good art. Buffsuki, I am not familiar with, unfortunately. Moni. Sia? Oni. Onik. Hi again, Jonzy. Did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy, I'd love to see what you wrote. Oh, Jonzy, did you write this poem for me? You know what? Sure. That's so sweet of you. There really is no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? Happy end. Pen in hand, I find my strength, the courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With a flick of her pen, the lost finds her way. In a world of infinite choices, behold this special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. Sure, I hope you enjoyed it. I always put all my heart into the poems that I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realization. Or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. I just assumed it would be best to be part of the game like everyone else. Like that would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know? You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even deleted my character file if you preferred playing without me. Funny you should mention. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now we don't need to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend our eternity together, Jonzy? I have so many things to talk about. You got a lot of things to talk about. You're not wrong. Where do I start? Hold on a second. You're recording this, aren't you? Hi everyone. Really? Really? Sorry, I can't exactly read your comments from here, but do you mind telling your friends it's a little bit rude for them to start recording me without any warning? That's cute. It recognizes that I'm streaming. That's actually really cool. I like that. I'm sure some people don't mind, but I get really self-conscious on camera. Oh gosh, I feel like I'm being put on the spot now. Let's see. Do you want to see a trick? I can't really do much except for a couple things. Are you ready? I don't know if I like this trick. I don't like it. I'm pretty sure I don't like it. I'm just kidding. I can't do anything after all. If you gave me some time... Oh, okay, there's a thing. That was a trick. You did a thing. Alright. Yeah, you scared me. You scared me. You're so cute. Thanks. Anyway, Jonzy, I didn't mean to get distracted. I'm sorry. Even though it's their fault for distracting me. Shame on you. I'm just kidding. Anything we do together is fun as long as it's with you. Okay, that was a dick move, lady. Alright. But anyway. Okay. That's not okay. If it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. But I'll always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look into each other's eyes. Let's see. Huh. Okay. Click, click, click. Click, click, click. Alright. So... she was talking about... I was thinking about Sayori earlier. Oh, more words. I was actually not expecting her to have more to say. I still wish I could have handled that whole thing a little more tactfully. You're not still hung up over it, right? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I just said that. That pun was completely unintentional, I swear. Okay, listen, that was not a good pun based in the context. It was actually a bad thing to say, considering it's kind of awful. I know how much you cared about her, so it only feels right for me to share her last moments with you. You know how Sayori is really clumsy? Well, she kind of messed up the whole hanging thing. You're supposed to jump from high enough that the rope snaps your neck, making it quick and painless. This is not okay. You're telling me that she just used a chair, meaning she kind of just left herself to slowly asphyxiate. But a few seconds in, she must have changed her mind or something, because she started clawing at the rope, trying to free herself. That's really fucky, lady. You're getting real fucky. She must have kept all the way until she lost consciousness. That's why her fingertips were all bloody anyway. Come to think of it, it was probably less changing her mind and more just her survival instincts kicking in, so you can't really fault her for that. It's easier to think that she probably wouldn't have changed her mind anyway, right? It's not healthy to think about things you should have done differently. So just remember that even though you could have saved her, it's technically not your fault she killed herself. I may have exacerbated it a little bit, but Sarah was already mentally ill. Okay, listen, at this point, I don't think I like you, lady. Still, though, I wonder how things would be if you and I just started dating from the get-go. I guess we'd all still be in the club room writing poems and having fun together. But to the point when none of it's even real. I mean, it's the same ending either way, right? The two of us happily together. There's no reason to ask for any more than that. I was just pointless musing. I'm really as happy as I could be right now. Alright, so anyways, Literature Club in Steam. Right click. Properties? Local files. Browse local files. Characters. Monica.chr. I'm gonna do something. I broke it. I done fucked it. Alright. What's happening? Jonzy, what's happening to me? It hurts. Ooh. Okay, so that might have been a bit of a moral quandary. I technically would be killing her, and that's sort of bad, but at the same time, it's not okay what she is and what she did. It hurts so much. Help me, Jonzy. Please hurry and help me. Characters not exist. Help me.
Yee.
It's trying to... Did you do this to me, Jonzy? Did you? Did you delete me? How could you? How could you do this to me? You were all I had left. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything. I loved you so much, Jonzy. I trusted you. Do you just want to torture me? Watch me suffer? Were you only pretending to be kind just to hurt me even more? I mean, no, I was never pretending to be kind. You just kind of didn't even give me a choice. Never thought anyone could be as horrible as you are. That's fair. You win, okay? You win. You killed everyone. I hope you're happy. There's nothing left now. Oh, thank you for the sub, Yuri. Much appreciated. You can stop playing. Go find some other people to torture. Jonzy, you completely, truly make me sick. Goodbye. Does that mean I win? I still love you. I can't help it. What's wrong with me? How horrible am I for you to hate me this much? All my friends, I did so many awful things. So many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up a world that I don't even belong in. A world that you wanted to be a part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me. Because I destroyed everything that you wanted. How could I do that to someone I love? That's not love. That's real fucked up. That's what that is. It's real fucked up. There's more after this. That's good because I'm still playing. So I've made up my mind. Jonzy, I know I said that I deleted everyone else, but that was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find it in myself to do it. Even though I knew they weren't real, they were still my friends. And I loved them all. I loved the literature club. I really did love the literature club. That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy. And if I really love you... Okay, what you doing? Then... Looks like we rebooted. Okay, this game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Fair. I see. She seems to have loaded the game up back again, and she is nowhere to be found. I have the folder open, and Natsuki, Sayuri, and Yuri's character are all in the folder, but no longer is Monica there. But I had other plans. I didn't delete her character file. I just moved it to the desktop. You just got outplayed, game. Let's see what happens. Gotcha. Well, I guess start a new game. It's an ordinary school day like any other. As usual, I'm surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. Hey, Jonzy. Well, there already is one girl. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. We used to walk to school together every day, and recently we've picked up that habit once again. Jonzy, are you proud of me? For what? You know, for waking up on time. Lily's Day Off. It's on Android and probably on computer. Okay, I'll look into that. That sounds like a fun game. If you've suggested it, it's probably a good game. Well, you've been doing that for a while now. Uh-huh. But you never said anything about it. Even though we walk to school together every day. Well, yeah. I always thought it was implied. It's embarrassing to say out loud. Come on, please. It's good motivation. Fine, fine. I'm proud of you, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Jonzy, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not. I start to say what I always do, that I'm not interested in joining any clubs. But something tells me Sayori would take more offense to that now. After all, how could I tell her that clubs are a waste of time when she's starting a club of her very own? Actually, yeah. I think I've decided on a club. Really? Which one? Tell me. I think I'll keep it a surprise. Boo. You meanie. Be patient. You'll find out soon enough. I used to ask myself why I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl, but I started to realize that in a way, I envy her. When Sayori puts her mind to something, she can accomplish great things. So that's why I feel like I should do something special for her. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stand up, gathering my motivation. Let's see. I recall the room number of the club from a flyer I saw. I walk across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, but being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Before long, I find the room. I timidly open the door in front of me. Hello? Ah! Jonzy! What are you doing here? Well, I glance around the room.
Huh? So you're the Jonzy that Sayori is always talking about.
Thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure to meet you, Jonzy. We're the Literature Club. I hope you enjoy your visit.
Come on, Yuri. No need to be so formal. He's gonna think we're really strict or something.
Sorry, Natsuki. The tall one, whose name is apparently Yuri, seems to be quite shy compared to the others. In comparison, the girl named Natsuki, despite her size, seems like the assertive one. Well, it's nice to meet you both. I look forward to working with you. Working? Jonzy, don't tell me. That's right. The club I've decided to join is yours, Sayori. The Literature Club. Sayori's eyes light up. No way! No way! Ah! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey!
Well, if Sayori is this happy, then I'm sure it won't be so bad to have you around.
Not to mention there's 4 of us now. That means we can become an officially recognized club. I was actually hoping that putting Monica's file back in the character file would do something. It didn't seem to, unfortunately. I don't know what to say. We have to celebrate. What an appropriate day for that, isn't it? Yeah! After all, Natsuki decided to...
Hey, don't ruin the surprise.
Sorry. Everyone sit down at the table, okay? How about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Sweet cupcakes! Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, you ready? Ta-da!
Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! Wow, those look amazing.
Well, you know. Just hurry up and take one.
Sayori grabs the first one, then I follow. Sorry. It's delicious! Sayori talks with a mouthful and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Well, of course it is. I'm a pro after all.
There's no need to thank me or anything. Sorry. As Natsuki struggles to accept the compliment, Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Hehehe. Already trying to impress our new member, Yuri? That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know? I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least enjoy tea. This is... I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Jonzy, what kinds of things do you like to read? I'm getting deja vu here. Well, considering how little I've read the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Don't feel intimidated if you don't read much, okay? I'm certain we can find something that we have in common. Hey, Yuri. Eh? Well, about, you know, the first thing he said. Manga? That's right. Natsuki tends to read manga in the club room. Don't just say it! For some reason, Natsuki seems embarrassed about it. Besides, manga is literature too, you know? So if Jonzy wants to read some of my manga, then don't try to stop him or anything. Natsuki, I wouldn't do such a thing. However, it could also be nice for us to diversify ourselves a little. You can take this opportunity to try something new as well. Wouldn't you agree, Jonzy? Maybe. Sensing the tension, Sayori jumps in. Maybe we can all try something new. I think it could be fun. And we'll get to know each other a little bit better. This is where she tells me to write poetry. I mean, that's the kind of thing literature clubs do, right? Okay, so... I don't disagree or anything. Yeah, you're right as usual, President. Guess that means I should try picking up a novel or something, huh? Well, that would make two of us. Wouldn't mind doing it if I'm not the only one. Then, as for Yuri, I have to read manga? Jeez. You were the one who suggested we diversify. You should be a little more open-minded. It's kind of hurtful. I mean, I added Monica's character file into the file. If she's gonna do something, then she's not hurtful. I didn't realize. With a guilty expression, Yuri thinks to herself, I'm sorry for disrespecting your interests, Natsuki. If you're into it, then I'm sure it's a worthy form of literature. Are you just saying that? No, I've realized my error. So if you're willing to consider starting a novel, then I'll offer my gratitude by finding a manga to read as well. Really? I mean, it makes me happy that you'd do that for me, Yuri. You can trust me to find something you really like, okay? Same here. Perhaps I'll visit the bookstore after the club meeting. Just you? Would you like to come along with me? Okay, that's adorbs. Totes adorbs. If you don't mind. Not at all. I always go alone, so... Yeah, me too. This is so cute! Sayori, shut up. I'll show you some manga there, too, okay? Yes, I look forward to it. Natsuki and Yuri start to clean up the food. I guess the meeting's over, huh? Yeah, looks like it. It's nice to see everyone getting along. Isn't it? I think everyone likes you too, Jonzy. You think so? Well, everyone always seems to get along a little better with you around, Sayori. Aw, Jonzy. Don't say something like that. It's embarrassing. Well, whatever. I was surprised when you told me you were starting a club, but I think you're pulling it off just fine. We're gonna make it the best club ever. Now that you joined, every day is gonna be so much fun. Hey, Jonzy. I really want to thank you. I mean, I'm really happy that you joined the club and everything, but the truth is, I already knew you were going to. There's actually something else. I wanted to thank you for getting rid of Monica. Pardon? Alright. That's right. I know everything that she did, okay? Alright. That's... Everything's gone. Tits up. Okay. Do I need to start deleting character files again? Maybe it's because I'm the president now. But I really know everything, Jonzy. I know how hard you try to make everyone happy. I know about all the awful things that Monica did to make everyone else really sad. But none of that matters anymore. It's just us now. Okay. And you made me the happiest girl in the world. I can't wait to spend every day like this. With you. Ooh. This room is looking awfully familiar. Forever and ever. Oh. No. Okay. Okay. What's happening? I won't let you hurt him. Oh. Okay. Who? It hurts. I'm sorry, I was wrong. There's no happiness here after all. Goodbye, Sayori. Goodbye, Jonzy. Goodbye, Literature Club. Oh. You just got delorded. You were coming on too strong. And hack. Creepy as shit. Well played, game. Well played. That's really cute. I appreciate that. That's why she was practicing piano. That's why she was practicing piano. She's deleting all of the cool art. No, don't delete the art. The art's not doing anything wrong. Oh, but Delinquent worked really hard on this art. Remember, I was putting the song in the chat. It's been a long time. Oh, I remember that. Don't. Yeah, there's some ominous implications to the lyrics of this song. A little bit. A little bit. Special thanks to Monica and Jonzy. Thanks. I mean, you're welcome. Um, I I did what I can. Made with Love by Team Salvato. Good job, guys. Good job. This is my final goodbye to the Literature Club. I finally understand the Literature Club is truly a place where no happiness can be found. At the very end, it continued to expose innocent minds to a horrific reality, a reality that our world is not designed to comprehend. I can't let any of my friends undergo that same hellish epiphany. For the time it lasted, I want to thank you for making all of my dreams come true, for being a friend to all the club members, and most of all, thank you for being a part of my literature club. With everlasting love, Monica. Ah. Error, script file is missing or corrupt. Please reinstall game. So there's that. Okay. Well played. Time to be a Finger Hero 2018. I mean, yeah, well, there's that. Uh, oh, effing hero. To N hero is the reference that you were trying to make. I get you. That's a good game. That good game. I appreciate that. I'm going to look into next week. I'm going to put up a post giving you guys a choice between. Uh, last time it was a choice between this and the Jackbox Party Pack because I had just gotten that. I'll probably still keep the Jackbox Party Pack on the choice list, but Yuri, I believe it was you who had mentioned a uh, Lily's Day Off. Uh, I'll look into that, and that'll probably be on the list of choices people to vote on. We have a little Facebook page where I'll post that, and I don't remember who's next going to stream this week, so let me check it out. Tomorrow we've got nobody, because that would have been me tabletop streaming. Friday, Baka's going to stream his Hearthstone gameplay, so I hope you guys catch that. New game coming up for Doki Doki Literature Club. I'll have to look at that too. Um, but yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. Really, really great hanging out with you. Thank you guys for your input, helping me kill everyone. And see you next stream. Tell your friends.